Will you play a game with me? Thank you. It's very simple. I'm going to give you verbal cues for these cards that I have here, and you're going to guess the word. There are 3 simple rules. Rule number 1, please be loud so I can hear you. Rule number 2, I cannot say any word or any part of the phrase. Rule number 3, it is a game after all. We need some challenges, so there's going to be a random timer. All right? And for that, I'm going to need a volunteer from the audience, preferably close by over here. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. All right. So when the timer goes up, right, I'm going to flip this over. When it runs out, it doesn't have to be perfect because it is a random timer. You are just going to make the loudest noise that you can, please. Yeah, you were not expecting me to say that, right? Yeah, thank you. And so, again, loud because I'm going to be distracted. I'm very nervous right now. So as loud as you can. Thank you so much. And then I'm sorry for her neighbors for whatever noise she's going to make. I apologize on her behalf. Thank you. Are we ready? Yes. All right. Somebody shuffle the cards in the back, so this is going to be as much as a surprise for you as it is for me. All right. We ready? Round 1. And here we go. All right. Oh, this is easy. We just heard one of those go by. When I have a match, close. Yeah, so I start with a match. I start what? Firefighter. Somebody said it. All right, here we go. All right, it's a house for hens. It's called a? Yes. Chicken coop. They said it over there. Okay. Thank you, Kayla. It's unbelievable. This is not like possible. It's a word. Yes. Nice. They like, I love it. The Princess Bride. Thank you. If I get a cut, it leaves this on me. Okay, it's 2 words. Scar. Yes, man, you guys are awesome. Woo! Okay, most people don't like this person, but I love her. Oh, that was good. That was good. You saved me there. All right. So, wow, that was pretty good. Thank you so much. All right, that was round 1. So, thank you very much. When you play games, there's this little thing that just happened to me, which is, when in our lives, we tend to let that inner critic take over, right? And we get nervous. And, this is Ted. You guys are very intimidating, although you're opening up, so thank you for that. And so I was very nervous. And so we're afraid to fail, right? Games allows us to take and give ourselves permission to fail. And that is a very important thing in life. So with that said, nervous gone. Round 2. We ready? Yeah. You want to keep going? Thank you. Awesome. And time. All right. Ooh. Okay. If something's going to go wrong, it will go wrong. What is that called? Man, that's awesome. Thank you. Okay, so if it's not young, it's old. Yeah. Oh, a deodorant brand. That's easier. Old Spice. Wow, yes. You guys are on fire. All right, so you wear this. It's a top with buttons, and it's called a? All right, you should. Okay, what did you say? Dress shirt. Yes, dress shirt. Let's do this. Go rowing team. All right, I'm driving. I come to an intersection. Man, you read my mind. All right, so when I play cards, this is like a winning hand. Oh, you go to the toilet when you go poop. Thank you. Thank you all for flushing. I appreciate that. Ooh, that was good. Dude, you're being so good. I'm going to keep this because we're going to need it for round 3. That was so good. So what's happening there is we're all being present. We're being present in the moment. So we're connecting better, and we're really enjoying ourselves. It was funny. I don't know if you noticed, but at first, a few people were saying a few words. Now everybody's talking and saying the words. And thank you for that. And that's very important. We have to be present in life. It reminds me of a time, a long time ago, when I was going to college. I was trying to learn to play a game called Magic the Gathering. Anybody here play Magic the Gathering? Yeah, I see some hands over here. Yeah. And so we're in college. A friend of mine goes like, oh, yeah, you like strategy games. You should come play Magic. Oh, I love strategy games. What are we doing here? It's like, oh, it's simple. It's a card game where you build a deck. And it's like, oh, great. And there's lands, and there's 5 colors, and you have creatures, and you have non-spell creatures, and you have enchantments and instances. And I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, it's easy. And what do? You build a deck, and then we fight each. Okay, how do you build a deck? Easy. Follow the 40-40-20 rule. You know what? Differential equations sound easier than this. I'm going to go solve some math problems. I was like, I went and played some rugby. I didn't play Magic the Gathering. Fast forward 20 years later, and now I'm working at Hasbro, right? So for those of you who know Hasbro, Magic the Gathering is one of the franchise brands. So now I'm like, okay, my nemesis is back, right? So I'm like, well, I'm going to learn this, and I'm going to learn how to play Magic. Now I can watch YouTube videos. There were no YouTube videos back there, right? So I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm like, yeah, I don't get it. I'm reading white papers. No. MIT labs. Yeah, there's a guy there that analyzed Magic the Gathering. Still don't get it. I went for it. I looked. I was analyzing how to build the perfect deck for the different strategies. I couldn't figure this out. I mean, folks, you got to understand, this is my job. I need to learn what Magic the Gathering is and why people like it. I couldn't figure it out. I was frustrated. In comes a friend, a colleague, says, hey, Carlos, I heard you want to play Magic the Gathering. Will you play a game with me? I was like, if you have patience, sure, I'll play a game with you. And he's like, don't worry about it. Don't think it. Here's the deck. He gave me the deck, and we start playing. Won't you believe it? That it was so easy. We were playing, we were having fun. The game made sense, the lands made sense, the creatures and the enchantment, all that stuff made perfect sense because I was in the moment. I was practicing instead of just trying to be perfect and logical and analyzing what is the perfect strategy, right? A lot of times we miss that because we're not present in the moment. And that is very important in life. Ready for round 3? Yeah. Still good? We're good? All right. Ready? Time. All right. Whew. Well, the Dutch soccer team is known for this, but you might not know that. But if it's not a watch, we also call this a different name. I'm passing. Oh, yeah, he got it. Thank you. Clockwork. Thank you. All right, when you're born, you're called a? Yes. And if I'm in charge of taking care of you, I am the? Yes. I love it. All right, so if I'm in a boat and the coxswain, they use this to, yes, rudder. Thank you. Sorry, inside family joke. Wow, we're going to win this game. Okay, here we go. We all have these computers in our pockets. Yes, exactly. But when they run out of batteries, we need this. Put it together. Cell phone charger. We threw it out before, right? We win. Yeah, well done. She just wanted to make us lose. Thank you very much. That was amazing. So one thing that I'm noticing, and of course you're living, is the fact that a lot of times, even in our lives, in work, I'm a presenter. You're the audience. It's a big chasm, not just a stage between us, right? That is called a hierarchy. What was happening there, we were flattening the hierarchy. There was no more hierarchy anymore. It is very interesting when you play games and you see all that disappear. When we're doing product development, and this is something that now I try to do every time we do a brainstorm, right? We're doing this very important product development session. We need to brainstorm. We need a whole new play pattern. And so how do we start it? We separate everybody in 4 groups, and we play some games. Quick games, dice games, card games, 5-10 minutes, right? And we had everybody from GMs, interns, every other role in between. We have marketing, finance, QA, engineering, design, right? A lot of these people, when they work together, sometimes, just like we have lived in our lives, sometimes we're introverts, we're extroverts. Sometimes we feel like it's not our place to say the word, right? To participate, to contribute. You know, imposter syndrome. That happens to all of us, right? But what I saw that day a long time ago was something that blew my mind. The person that was introvert, that did not talk much in our meetings, was yelling at the GM like nothing was wrong. Like, hey, no, I got that hand right? And I started to see this magical moment where that hierarchy was flattened. Everybody was everybody because we all have something to say and we all have a seat at the table. So let's go back a little bit. When I asked you all and I said, hey, would you play a game with me? Show of hands. Who thought was like, oh boy, here comes the inner critic. I don't know if I'm ready to participate on this. What does he want me to do, right? I even saw you flinch once I told you what you were supposed to do, right? Right? And then the second round, as we started getting better, right? We were more present in the moment. We were connecting together, right? I really appreciate it. It made my life a lot easier up here. I wasn't as nervous anymore, right? What about that flattening of hierarchies? Imagine a world where we don't think of those things. The hierarchies that we impose on ourselves because we feel like we don't belong, or the hierarchies that the system or the structure put on us. That is the power of play. It's amazing. And so I want you to think a little bit about that. And one way to remember that, just because everybody loves quotes, right, is something that Plato said. He said, you can learn more from a person from 1 hour of play than a year of conversation. Thanks for your time.